Hey guys, Ryan here. We are currently on our way to loading in for the SCRL Hurricane Xfinity Series, the Glen 200 at Watkins Glen International. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I know I certainly am, and it's about to get even better because we are getting ready for yet another great race here in the SCRL Hurricane Xfinity Series. And of course, tonight's is going to be taking place at the, can we call it historic now? Watkins Glen International Raceway. But yeah, so getting ready for an Xfinity Series race here, and as always, I am being joined by my fellow commentator, Never Give Up, JP. JP, you got a copy?
Yep.
Okay, just went and sent you an invite in case they hadn't already.
Nope, they hadn't.
So, here we go. So, looks like we got a Dale Sr. throwback from the 10 car tonight. 46 is on pole.
Yep.
The 10 car running second. Looks like we got almost an attempt at maybe a Bill Elliott throwback on the 9.
Yeah, maybe.
Although I don't remember Bill Elliott having a car with that much blue on it. But then we got Big B's in the number 26. Looking a lot more like Chase's current Cup car, almost, for the Kelly Blue Book car. Just missing a little bit of the gold.
Yep.
Then we got the Richard Petty number 43 for NASCAR King. He's starting 6th. 7th is Chandler in the number 1 car. We got the 24 of Ty Phil running a blue, orange, and white. It looks like it's supposed to be an Allegiant paint scheme, though the Allegiant logo is kind of hidden on the hood because of the blue. Then Leadfoot in the number 16, it looks like, yeah, number 16, all black Ford. We've got Raging Hyper in number 18 Ford. Rawson driving the number 83 Chevrolet. TG White Shadow in the number 81 Ford. Lone Ranger driving the number 5 Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Dusty Langford running the number 20 Toyota Supra. Fly Shooter driving the number 15 Toyota Supra with the McLaren looking colors on it. Power Stroke in the number 75 Toyota Supra. Duramax in the number 76 in the red number 76 Ford Mustang. Hurricane in the number 29 the Chevrolet Camaro. Pro Factor in the number 25 Chevrolet. Rounds out your field. As we come through the final corner here at the Glen, and we will be seeing the green flag here momentarily. The green flag should be in there, and we are racing. And this first corner is going to be an interesting one to see what ends up happening.
Flag is out.
Also, I don't know what the rule is on the no yellow flags in the first couple of laps, because first couple of laps here is like the first 90% of the race.
%90 of the race.
It figure of speech, JP.
Oh, okay.
But once we get 8 laps in, we will be 10% of the. We'll be over 10%. Or once we get 6 laps in, we'll be 10% of the way done the race, because the race is only 60 laps tonight. So we got some short stages, 15 laps, and then the final 30 laps to the checkered flag.
Well.
So yeah, looks like the normal caution cut off, so at 3 laps to go in the stage, they'll cut off the cautions, which makes sense because you still won't be able to get a yellow flag done in that amount of laps, even though the laps are longer, because you have to go around, get pit road open, and all that, and get them grouped back up for the restart, and it just wouldn't be possible before the end of the stage. Yeah, right now though, it looks like pretty much it's a 10 versus 46 show at the front, and the rest of them are down the leaderboard a bit. As they go into the bus stop here, 10 car taking a little aggressive through there. Hopefully luckily no course penalty. But yeah, notably these two, the 10 and the 46, were both up there on the daily leaderboards, and I didn't see anybody else in this race up there on the daily leaderboards prior to the race. Now, ironically, they were both at a higher speed than they actually laid down in qualifying. I don't know if that was just them being a little bit more conservative, trying not to crash the car on a good lap for qualifying, or what. Could have caused them to slow down about a second or so from their pace earlier today for their daily time. Also, could have just been them playing a little safer, because again, you don't want to wreck the car if you're on a good enough lap. And also, with the amount of stuff that you do at this track, it's very easy to change your lap time by a second and not really notice. That's kind of a big difference in road course racing, is that you can have a difference of a full second between cars, and it won't seem like as big a gap as it would at a normal oval track. Because you've got 70 seconds a lap, pretty much. For an average lap. I mean, literally, the last lap for the number 10 was a 70.3 for the lap time, which means it was a 110. So yeah. With just kind of the length of the laps being a significant portion longer. Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your gaps won't seem as big. Like, to have a tenth of a second lead at a road course is so rare because of just how close you would have to be. And obviously, racing is always closer on the ovals because there's less track to utilize and it gets less spread out. But on a road course where there's so much driver skill and the driver comes into play as much as it does at a road course like this, a full second can even be made up on just how you attack the bus stop. Like, being a little bit more timid into the bus stop can literally be the difference of a second. I mean, if I had to guess, looking at the gaps right now, I'd say there's probably a good second and a half between the top two, even though it's not all that much of a gap. Looks like, though, the 10 car having a little bit of trouble through that final corner. Great White, though, absolutely. He's doing a really good job of just flowing through there. Yeah, so we are 1/10 of the way through this race already.
Testing 1/10 through the race already. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this race, it'll go quick because of the short lap, because of the low lap count. As long as we don't get yellow flags. Once we start to get yellow flags, that's when it's going to be sloppy. Like, I'm worried about the restart after this first stage break. Because this first stage break is going to be one that's going to lead on to a potential wreck fest.
Bless you.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, right now, though, looking back through the field, it looks like... Oh, wow, we got the 43 is around. It takes 4 cars for a caution flag on the road courses, so that's one of our 4. Just going through the rest of the field, looking to see if we've got any other cars messed up. Looks like the answer there is not yet, though the The 25 just got a taste of the sand trap. We got a lap car.
21's in trouble.
Who?
The cunning one kind of slapped the ball. Kept on going though.
Who's the 21?
I don't know if there's a cunning one in here. A orange and blue car.
Orange and blue. So that's probably the McLaren car. The 24, you mean? Because he's got orange and blue. He's got orange, white, and blue on his car.
This one has orange and...
Or the 15, who also has the orange and blue on it.
I think it might be the 15, actually.
Yeah, the 15 has the McLaren colors on there, the orange and blue, though I'm not sure it's the right shade, so I guess I can't officially say it's a McLaren car, because McLaren won't let that car go if it's the wrong color. They proved that at the Indy 500 in 2019.
Yeah.
Those cars got to be the right color. But yeah, so already starting to see lap cars though. The 5 Move Lone Ranger going down a lap, and looks like we got some more on the horizon. So definitely seems like there's a big speed difference between the front of the field and the back of the field. And oh wow, I'm kind of glad that NASCAR doesn't have any, doesn't enforce the track limits. Though I think it will make Circuit of the Americas a little interesting, because Circuit of the Americas is so defined by track limits and has a lot of runoff. Especially for a Formula 1 track, where Formula 1 tracks usually don't have a whole lot of runoff. And they've changed that by just putting in course limits, which is what leads to some of those stupid-ish looking penalties. Like coming out of the carousel, where you cross over the curbing there, that would not be allowed in IndyCar, F1, or any other, or even the 6 Hours at the Glen for the IMSA sports cars. Here we go. The 46 now going around the 83 of Rawson.
Wow.
That's the third car now a lap down of the 18 here, so 15 cars still on the lead lap. Will be 16 if we get a yellow flag right now, though I don't think we're grouped up enough to have a 3-car wreck.
Well,
yeah, it looks like also the 10 just got around the 83, so now no more lap cars between the front two, though it has stretched out that lead a bit as they come around to complete lap 10. Yeah, any part where you see the cars going over curbing, that wouldn't be allowed in like, for example, in particular F1 at Circuit of the Americas for the F1 Grand Prix. Crossing over curbs like that just isn't allowed.
1, 2.
What?
2 cars.
Oh, we got somebody around. Who was it? JP.
Yeah, 15.
The 15?
Yeah. Police. Because I'm riding along with them and they wrecked.
His car looks okay, though. Maybe they're just running no damage at the Glen to try and help. But yeah, his car doesn't look damaged at all. Although, yeah, NASCAR Kings doesn't look like it's got any damage either, and I know I saw him wrecked earlier.
Oh, NASCAR Kings in here?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, right now, though, this 46 hasn't put much of a wheel wrong.
No.
I was gonna say Gator trying to keep up, but he's just kind of been slowed up ever so slightly, and as now the lead has grown to 4 seconds between the front two.
And we're coming to the end of the stage, probably.
We still got, we're coming to the caution cutoff at the end of this lap. Which is 3 to go, I believe. Either 2 or 3 to go. But yeah, it's going to be close on making it on fuel and tires, though, for this first segment.
Yeah.
I believe they'll be able to make it, but, and a lot of that is due to the fact that you can save a lot of fuel around this track. So yeah, so we've got 3 laps to go in the stage. Just ran the numbers real quick. We got 3 laps to go in the stage, and then we'll be having our first stage break. And that's kind of the other thing about fuel mileage races in this league is if you think you're going to run out of fuel, you might as well come to pit road on the final lap because there's no penalty for it.
Yep.
And the league owner directly cost, I'd say, the 10 car a ton of track position artificially at Pocono because of that rule.
Oh!
What?
The 15 that went through 2 cars down.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yep, that was definitely a mess. Looks like the 24 was involved there as well. So we're gonna have to wait and see what. I think they're gonna just let that. Well, since we're already at the caution cutoff, that's gonna roll around though to the checkered flag of the stage as our first yellow flag.
Yep.
So yeah, right now though, it's gonna come down to again the Wow, Gator seems to have fallen off his lap times a ton. Oh, and we got heavy traffic in front of the leader. There goes the 29. And here comes 2 more cars. Looks like Dusty. Yep, that's Dusty going a lap down. And now he's going to come up on another car, which is going to almost essentially guarantee the 46th stage win. Because now there's going to be 2 to 3 cars for Gator to get by. And to pass 2 or 3 cars in 1 lap is near on impossible. Especially when you're already 6 to 7 seconds behind. But yeah, Gator is definitely falling off his lap times a significant amount. Just, yeah, looking at the amount he's falling behind. And looks like, is that White Shadow that he's coming up on? It's a black Ford. I believe that might be the number 81 black machine of White Shadow. So yeah, these road courses though, it seems like Great White Shark is having a field day today. Absolutely putting a pub stomping on the entire grid here. And here we go, looking at the inside. But now it's going to be on the outside here. Oh yeah, he pretty easily puts the 81 a lap down. And will come off the final corner and win the first stage here for Great White Shark. 81 will be your free pass car. And if I'm
Yep.
Gator, I'm putting that clutch on right now and trying to save some fuel because he is desperately low. Nope. Where's Dusty going? Is Dusty thinking he's the free pass? Where are both those cars going? Are they taking the wave around because they're not going to pit? Because I just saw 2 cars go on by the leader, and neither one of them were the free pass. Oh, and we got the 5 of Lone Ranger turned around.
Oh, man. Yeah, where the 9 think he's going? The 9.
Well, yeah, the 9 might be also looking at maybe going for the wave around, especially if already other cars are going around. The main question I have though is Dusty and Hurricane are gone. Yeah, and to my knowledge, I believe White Shadow should be the free pass. He was the last car lapped. He wasn't lapped until the final corner of the stage. There we go. Now it looks like he might be... No, he's slowing down again. And there goes the 9. And there goes the 81. So it looks like they are doing the wave round and free passes. And now I don't know where everybody else thinks they're going. Those cars aren't lapped. Actually, one of the Great White Shark is now currently scored 4th. Oh, I think Great White Shark's out of fuel. I think the leader's out of gas, and that's why all these cars are now going on by him.
What?
Oh, and Dusty just crashed into the tires. So I don't know what he'll do about the fact that he's supposed to be the wave around, so he shouldn't be allowed to pit and get his lap back. But he's gonna pit anyways by getting his lap back. So I guess the rule, and it looks like the 5 is coming down pit road, though I don't think he waved around. We'll have to wait and see if Hurricane's allowed to pit as well. Okay, it looks like the wave around can just take the wave around and pit all in the same stop. Which is definitely not how it's supposed to work.
No. You and I both know that's not how it's supposed to work.
Well, did you know that's how it's supposed to work prior to me telling you right now?
No.
Oh, uh-oh. 10 cars speeding on pit road.
I knew it.
You knew it?
Yep.
Why? How did you know it?
Because it's the same thing in NASCAR. It's the same thing in NASCAR.
Oh, I thought you were responding to me mentioning the 10 car with the too fast entering.
Oh.
Because I had just mentioned the 10 car had a black flag for speeding on entry to the pits.
This race is going fast tonight right now.
Well, we just had a 3-minute lap this most recent time by for the caution flag. These caution flag laps take a while. That's the big thing that's going to take a while.
Yep.
So we're just coming to the completion of lap 17 now. And the 10 is in the wall. Hopefully no
So where we
damage.
go green this time
So
and
who's our race leader?
it looks
It's the 9.
like the 9 and the before mentioned
Yeah, the 9 and the 15
blue.
are on the front row.
Yep,
Here as we go back to
9,
green flag racing. Let's see who's gonna maybe
15.
check up for who here in turn 1. Looks like the 9 driving it in deep, gonna go a little wide, though the 15, they hold it side by side still.
15.
And right here it gets way too narrow to probably keep it side by side. 15 though, continuing to look. But yeah, nope. The 9 car comes out of that with the race lead and clear. So he can now start to kind of try and control the lanes of traffic. Oh, we got guys go. Oh, we got a pit penalty and a wreck in the back.
Is that going to be enough to bring out?
I don't know. I'm not seeing any cars actually stop from it. I just thought I saw a ton of cars going through the dirt, but it doesn't actually look like any of them got stopped by it. At least not that I was able to see, and we got a pass for the lead going on right now. I'm trying to find, but
No.
right now this leaderboard is all shuffled up because of those 2 guys running out
Down
of
to the line,
because of the leader running out of fuel.
The 9 cars looked at last lap back to line.
Yeah.
So you said we had a pass for the lead going on there.
Yeah, these road course laps are just a fair amount longer than a normal race.
Yeah.
When it runs green flag like this, you can actually get some good pacing to the race. It's just a matter of when you start to get those yellow flags.
I'm glad I got 9 this race.
Yeah, so far we haven't had any, so fingers crossed it stays that way, where we don't have any cautions for incidents, but because not only does it take longer, I also feel like it hurts the racing when you have yellow flags, because this type of racing lends itself really well to fuel mileage and strategy racing. And of course, when you have a yellow flag in the middle of potentially getting close to green flag pit stops, that messes it all up. But looking at the top 2 before in the last stage, Gator is still stuck back in the 10th position, and it doesn't look like Great White's fared much better.
Yeah.
Although H-Man is running pretty well here.
Second place car goes wide. Battle for second.
Yeah, 3 wide for second. And it looks like Leadfoot's just kind of waiting it out to see where he can attack from. They're going 2 and 3 wide here.
Mike and Nigan just having a good old Saturday night.
And again, the 9 car is going to be pulling away. They're battling side by side behind them. Side drafting and beating and banging on each other and slowing each other down. Not to mention the 9 is also the 3rd fastest car in theory here. Oh, we got 2 cars around in the exit of turn 1, so that's 2 of our cars for the yellow. So we have another 2-car wreck that'll bring out the yellow likely. Oh, and the leader goes off.
Leader.
The leader is in a sand trap. That's another one car. So now any one car spin from here on will bring out the yellow flag. And I don't know who the race leader is at this point after all this shuffling. Looks like we slowed it down for a yellow flag already. So Great White Shark is shuffled back around to the race lead. Despite the running out of fuel at the end of the last stage, Great White Shark is still your race leader. Or has made it back to the race leader, I guess I should say.
Yep. Man, he got so bad for that 9. I think that was just a mental error.
No, it looked like there was contact from the second place car, actually. Shoving him out there. But regardless, the penalty on the 9 will mean that he has to start tail end of the longest line after the pit stops. Because he was the last car to bring out that yellow. Coming to pit road. Let's see if the 10 can make up some of that ground he lost on pit road last time. So 46 maintains the race lead coming off the pit road. The 10 gained a spot. He's up to 7th. And now getting doubled up and ready for the restart. So, what do you think is going to happen here? We got the 46 in the lead. How aggressive does everybody else take it into turn 1 trying to keep up with him, knowing that he's the fastest guy here?
Pretty aggressive.
Or at the very least, on paper, he's the best guy here. He qualified on pole. And he was top of the daily leaderboards coming into this race.
Yep.
And he was actually only 2 seconds off the all-time leaderboard with that time. So we definitely had some of these guys turning some fast laps, and they've turned some of them also in this race, some very fast laps.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully. So here we go. Coming to the final 2 corners, we'll get
the green flag looks like the 18 is the car on the outside, so I believe that is Hyper. On that one. Yep, Hyper is the 18. Okay, so it looks like they actually still have a car in the bus stop, just exiting the bus stop. Not sure if they're going to go around another time. Looks like that is a yes, they will go around it yet another time under yellow.
No, they won't.
They're back to racing? Not sure why they went through the restart zone so slowly then, but yeah, okay, they're back to racing. Yeah, they were really slow from the restart zone all the way to the start-finish line. Seems like there might have been some debate with the race official to see if they were going green. But 46 definitely took advantage of that.
Yes, he did.
I mean, how big a lead is that? And we're, what, half a lap into the green flag run?
And was that the stage break?
No, we still have we have about 6 laps to the stage break. Remember the 9 and crashed after that 2-car wreck, which brought out the yellow?
Yep.
But yeah, man, that 46 though, he has built an impressive lead, and the 10 car is still stuck in heavy traffic despite having, in theory, a faster car than these guys in front of him. And in all reality, some of these cars were even cars he was passing on. He had already passed on track for lapping them on the first run. But it's just not super easy to get by people, especially if they're blocking on a road course. They can pretty much use that dirt like like a wall, and you can race in it, but it certainly is not optimal. So coming around to, I believe, 5 to go on the stage, and the 10 is finally getting to the outside of the 16, which was the inside lane for that last corner. Oh, we got a spinner. Looks like the 15. Yeah, the 15 went for a slide.
Yeah, the 15.
And we are still not at the caution cutoff yet. So if we have 2 more cars go around, we could see another yellow flag before this stage ends. And I predicted we would have 2 non-stage related yellows throughout this race. So far, we're coming up on halfway in the race, and we are halfway through that prediction. So I'm thinking I'm pretty good on this prediction.
Yeah.
Although again, you could see more yellows in the latter half of this race, especially if we get overtime and 2 laps to go. But yeah, so Gator's finally made his way back up to second, but he has a long way to go to get that first position back. And let me check the stage. The stage breaks. And in particular when the caution flags or when the caution cutoff is. Yep. Caution cutoff, we've hit it. So there's no more yellow flags.
Well, that's unfortunate because 2 cars are going to be waiting for the stage break.
What happened?
Looks like 2 cars got in.
Oh, we got 1 car around in turn 1. Let's see, who was that? Looks like that might have been the 25 of Pro Factor. We've seen him off a couple of times already.
Yeah.
So, once again, if I'm Great White Shark, do I maybe start to save a little bit of fuel, even though in theory I should be all good to the end of the stage?
Yeah, I wonder if we do start saving a little bit of.
Especially since he's got like a 10-second lead on second place. I mean, you can't even see, like, from first to second, you can't even see him. I was gonna say, Tank Car's gonna try and do what he can, but... So, yeah, we got, we're coming around to the white flag this next time by on, for the stage. We got a lap and a half to go on the stage. And, yeah, definitely seems like the rest of the slow cars being in between the 46 and the 10 has really made this a absolute stomp of a stage for the 46 now that he's gotten the lead back. And that's with the 10 running fairly fast laps. So, here we go. White flag is out, and the 46 just needs to essentially pace around here. Looks like they might actually get the 5-car a lap down here. That's the 5-car Lone Ranger, the Mountain Dew number 5 Chevrolet.
Yep.
But yeah, this is definitely looking like a case of the road course ringer. Oh, the 5 drives it in to try and pass the 46. Tries to put the block back on him, but gets crossed over. 5-car way out of the groove. Definitely gonna end up staying a lap down this time. Curious to see what's gonna. Yeah, so I'm not even sure the 10's gonna catch him before the stage ends. Like talking about catching the lap car. Coming off a turn, turn 10. The 46 will win stage number 2 as well. And as I said, Gator not even going to catch the lap car that the 46 passed, but like in the bus stop. So here we go. Getting this one ready for pit road, and this will be an interesting one to see what ends up happening here.
Yep.
I think most everybody takes 4 tires. I think you could tempt me though to take 2 tires. Do I think it's the right choice? Maybe, maybe not.
No, it's not the right choice, especially since we have 3 laps to go.
Well, but do you anticipate that going 30 laps green flag? And also, we had a pit stop not all that recent, all that far ago. I mean, taking 2 tires and getting fuel in the car, trying to make it to the yellow flag that is inevitably probably going to come. And also, we already saw what some of these fast cars, like the 10 in particular, could do in lap traffic or in slower traffic. If a slower car or a group of them take 2 tires and get in front of those guys, they might be able to maintain that track position for a while.
We got a couple guys, I believe, either not to pit road yet or staying up for the wave around.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but looks like it'll be 4 tires for a lot of these front runners, at least in terms of how long they've been in that pit stall already. Oh, no, there we go, the 18 and the, oh, no, wait, no, yeah, it looks like 4 tires for most everybody. I thought that those guys might have pulled out a little earlier, but because they were some of the last ones into their pit stalls. And 46 just completely ran out of road course talent. Not sure if he's going to get that spot back or not, but yeah, he just spun coming off the pit road exit. Looks like he is going to be given, or at the very least he thinks he should be given his spot back. Because he did win the race off pit road. And then proceeded to spin. And that's kind of one of the weirdest pit roads to spin on the exit of, because you get manual control a significant amount before the getting to where you can actually spin because of the Armco barrier there.
Mm-hmm. So real quick, Brian, while we're under this caution, who do you think is going to win this race?
What, JP? I couldn't hear you.
Who do you think is going to win this race?
I'll go a little bit contrary to what you'll probably go with. I'll take the 10.
I don't know. I'd like to think the 10 has it, but...
Well, nobody has it yet. We've still got 30 laps to go, pretty much. I don't think any driver in this field has either got it or has lost it yet. I think you could very easily see, as an example, Lone Ranger go up there and win the race still. It's unlikely because he's been lapped a number of times already.
Yeah.
But he's on the lead lap and he's still running. It's kind of one of those where if you're in it, you can win it type of things.
It's like Daytona Talladega.
Not really, because it takes a whole lot of driver talent to be good here.
True.
Looks like they're going another time around. They still had a guy in the bus stop, so it looks like another lap around under yellow.
So, real quick, how many viewers have you had tonight?
Let me check. I've had like 2. I've got 2 right now watching. And I'm glad for everybody watching, but it is down a little bit from what I've had for some of my other broadcasts this week.
Yeah, I know it.
But hey, maybe that's just because everybody's got something better to do with their Saturday nights. I don't. At least not at the moment.
Yep. After all, you and I get paid to be here.
Yep.
And plus it's fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had a blast with this race. I mean, this race has been pretty good, but man, can we speed up these yellows any? Like, do we really need to go this slow? So I'm making progress on my new Running with the Pack studio that I'm working on.
What's that?
Making a little bit of progress towards finishing the renovations for the Running with the Pack studio.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I haven't made myself a full throttle studio yet.
Yeah, I'm not. It's definitely not quite finished yet, but it's coming together. And speaking of coming together, we are going back to the green flag, and hopefully we won't see all the cars coming together in turn one here.
Back out.
The 10 car way backed off that start. Not sure why he waited so far, but the 18 sliding through the turn one, trying to get the lead. Looks like, though, the 46 is going to crowd back around the outside and take that lead back. So the 18 got to lead for half a corner. But now what does the 18 do now going into the second corner, into the second big braking zone here, the bus stop? Wasn't able to make much happen there, but he is holding up the 10 car, which again led to a fairly uncontested stage for the 46.
Yep. Here comes the 10 on the... Nope.
Yeah, that 18, he's putting the blocks.
As I see, guys.
There we go. Now the 10's got the outside lane. Now the inside for this next corner, and he's got the pass me. But yeah, that's already opened up, though, about 2-3 seconds of gap for the race leader.
Yeah, if we don't get a caution.
Yeah, if we don't get a caution, that's time that the 10 car will have to make up on track, which is definitely doable. I mean, we've seen variants of 3 to 4 seconds a lap already this run. I mean, that lap for the 10 car is about 2 to 3 seconds off of his normal pace. So to say that that the 46 has got an untouchable gap is definitely not true.
No.
Yeah, just kind of looking through the field. We got the 9 still working his way back to the front. Big B looks to be stuck way back in the pack. 43 starting to make his way up the field.
The 10 is going to catch the 46 up here at the front there, Ryan.
Yep. And really, the keys for the 10 have got to be just not overdriving corners. No, the less he can utilize those runoff areas, like in turn 1 or more specifically in turn coming off the carousel, the faster he'll be because it's just a shorter line around the racetrack. Same thing with the less brake he can manage to use through the bus stop and the faster and the more speed he can carry through. Like that, he made up a good chunk of time there.
Yes, he did.
Thanks for exactly demonstrating exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, so right now though it is pretty much these two versus the field. So who's your pick for the cup race tomorrow?
My pick for the cup race is Daniel I mean, Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick.
You think Reddick?
Really?
He didn't even come close to winning the Xfinity race today.
Yeah, but what he's done in the Cup car lately, his win's coming.
Yeah, his win to get was last week. I mean, he had the top side of the track rolling, but Las Vegas is not a track where the top side really means a ton. I say, despite they're both mile and a half, this week and last week are not all that comparable. Which is why I'm just hoping McDowell doesn't have a big slump from last week to this week. Because I think if McDowell can put a fourth top 10 on the board, I think no questions asked. He is a contender for, at the very least, the round of 12, if not maybe the championship. Now, that's definitely an outside pick, but if he can continue 4 top 10s to start the season at 4 different styles of track, and in particular, this being the first real cookie-cutter mile and a half, because Las Vegas is very similar to Kansas, Kentucky. Well, Kentucky's not on the schedule anymore, but Kansas.
Yeah.
And actually, are there any other mile and a half that are shaped that way left on the schedule? Las Vegas, Kansas, Chicagoland, and Kentucky were usually my other 2 for that shape, but neither of them are there. Texas is the D shape. Atlanta's D. Charlotte's a D-shaped oval. Yeah, so I think those are the only 2 mile and a half that are that cookie-cutter shape.
Atlanta 2 times this year.
Yeah, Atlanta 2 times. That's going to be crazy, especially in terms of how much wear and tear they're going to do to the racetrack. Also, who thought it was a good idea to run Atlanta in the middle of the summer during the day? Like, Atlanta has lights. You could have very easily made that a night race in the middle of July. Now, granted, I thought the same thing about the July Texas race that they ran in the middle of the day last year, and I guess that was okay enough. But yeah, as this run goes on longer, the 46 is starting to stretch back out that lead a little bit.
Yes,
Seems like he's just a little more consistent on his lap times. Looks like there's a little more variance in the 10 cars laps. Though again, it's definitely still within their grasp. I mean, one mistake by the 46 and the 10 will be right on his bumper. Only probably about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds between them.
With how many laps to go there, right? How many laps to go?
We'll be coming around to 20 to go this next time by.
Wow.
Yep, 20 to go. No, this next time by. So we currently have 21 laps to go. But yeah, these front 2, they are definitely putting on a domination performance. Oh, and the 81 is spun around in turn 1, so that's one of our 4 requirements for a yellow. We just need 3 more cars to be in. We just need a 3-car wreck, and that'll be a yellow flag. So, I would say we're probably due for at least 1 more before the end of this race. And again, my big concern is going to be if we start to have massive wrecks on the restarts, if we start getting overtime, or even just like restart with 5 laps to go in the race.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance we start to see. Oh, and the 46 runs way wide there. Looked like, though, the 10 car kind of followed him in similarly wide, so that's not going to change too much about it. So, who's going to get this one? It definitely
Oh,
seems like... Oh, we got another car around. Looks like that was Lone Ranger in the sand trap there. So that's our second car around. Assuming that they're calling them at least. So, if we can have... If there's now a 2-car wreck, that would bring out the yellow flag.
yep.
But yeah, right now, the question is, how hard do you have to run? Because, of course, the more fuel you can save to try and make it the full 30 laps, because we saw earlier on in the race, they were able to make it just over 15 laps on fuel. So if you can make this a one-stop race, no, that would obviously save you a ton of time versus having to pit twice. And at the moment, they are running. They are also running a bit faster probably than they were. And Dusty might have been around. He was either around or just coming off pit road. GP, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, you were just quiet.
And
Dusty goes back around the 46. And then goes all the way through the bus stop. Looks like he'll be sliding back on track almost. Oh, he keeps out of the leader's way at least. But that has eliminated the lead here for the 46. The 10 is right here. Now any mistake in the 10 car will be right alongside him and probably passing him.
Yep. Battle for the race lead now. Thanks to what the misfortune that Dusty had. Oh, 10 car trying to pit ball.
No, it looks like the 10's backed off a bit. That corner. Kind of giving back some of that gap. I don't know if that's just tires starting to wear out, being a little harder for the 10 to control. Oh, we got the 5 car around again. That's another car potentially adding to that count. So I'm at, I think, 3. I think we've got 3 cars that would potentially have been reported as cars for our lap count or our crash count for the yellow. So I think if we have one more spin, I think that'll be the yellow flag.
Why is that?
Oh, and there goes the leader! The leader crashes! And it looks like, maybe they were already slowing down for the yellow flag, because the 10 is slowing down and letting the 46 have his spot back. If so, they were moving very fast for a yellow flag.
Let's see, how many laps to go will we have on this restart?
We'll be going green with about 15 to go. So, about a stage. We made it right about to the end of our fuel window. This is actually going to put them really close on that fuel window of making it to the end of the race or not. We may see some guys having to make a splash and dash. Or even having a situation like Chase Elliott where you run out of fuel on the cooldown lap. And that'll also make it that overtime will happen.
The 10.
No, 10's got second place off of pit road. I don't know what you were owing about. No real change there. 46 still leads.
Look like the 10 was going to win the battle off. Oh, right.
So here we go, getting doubled up, getting ready for the restart. I'm thinking the 10 car though probably has a pretty good shot at this one. It's gonna be close though on that fuel mileage again. We're coming to 15 to go this time.
Question is, will they restart this time? Is everybody caught up?
Looks like everybody. No, we still got 2 cars coming through the back part, but because they're able to go faster than these cars that are obviously not at top speed here, they should be able to catch up by the time we get around.
Well, here we come to the restart. So hopefully they'll be
Yeah, here we go. Yep, green flag, and 46 is out. Looks like the 9's also going to try and stick it to second, but I think, yeah, looks like the 10's going to be able to maintain that.
Yep.
Now it's going to be a matter of getting to that bus stop first. Oh, they are slid back down. Not sure if they weren't given the go-ahead to go, but... or, what?
Well, now...
So, rolling around. Hopefully, I'm hoping that was just a waved off green flag attempt. Now, this will help their fuel mileage a little bit. They better be running around here in 4th gear. If they aren't running around here in 4th gear, they are making a big mistake. Because that is your best way to save fuel, is to either run around in 4th gear or run in 3rd gear and push in the clutch on any straightaway, pretty much.
Yep.
But here we go. Coming around. Hopefully do see the green flag. If we see guys come on into pit road, I am going to be... oh boy. It's going to be a long one. But we should hopefully be seeing green flag this time. Now that we're actually grouped up and we've had an extra lap to get everything going. Green flag is out, and they are back to racing officially now. And here we go. The 10 car is going to send it into the turn to get the lead. 46 runs wide. And, oh, we got a course penalty for 1 car in the back of the pack. Looks like that was the 24 of Ty Phil in the blue and orange machine. Yeah, it's a big cluster back in the pack. And I'm sure that the front 2 are glad they've had the luxury of not being in the back. At least not in a while. Of course, the 10 car got stuck back there for pretty much the entirety of that second stage up until he was able to finally start to work his way up there and got 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But the 10 car runs really wide out of that corner, and that's going to allow for the option for guys to start gaining on him. And here we go, through the second to last corner. I'm going to count the corners just so I can figure out what the corner count at this track is. So when I say, like, coming out of the last corner, we're going through the second to last corner. So if you can just handle the commentary for this lap.
Well, the 10 drives it down in the corner. The rig yet another lap. It looks very solid. Let's see what's going on back in the paddock. Looks pretty clean to me right now. As we give up a side-by-side battle for position.
So it looks like I'm counting 9 corners. Might be 10 with the bus stop, but depending on what all they count as a corner or not on there. I'm gonna look up a track map.
How are you going to do that, bud?
I've got my computer right here.
Battle for the race lead.
Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Yep, 46. He's typically been the faster of the 2 cars, but now he's got to get around him. Let's see.
Here they come. 46 is just following the 10 right now, but 10 runs a little bit wide for that last corner.
4, turn 5, turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, and 9. So it looks like it's an 11 turn layout that the NASCAR guys use. At least according to the way I'm looking at it on the track maps I'm looking up.
Here comes the...
Oh, and the 10 car runs wide. The 46 also runs wide. Yeah, so we're back to... So I'm back and commentating the race now, but... Yeah, it looks like it's an 11... Looks like it kind of has 11 turns. Because they decide to count inside and outside lane. Or inside... Or entry and exit of the corners, even at the road courses, as a separate turn. So you have, like, I think it's 3 corners in the bus stop. The carousel is 2 corners. And then
the 10 running wide.
And then you've got turns 10 and 9 here, or 10 and 11 here. So through turns 10 and 11, back to the start-finish line. As they come around to complete lap 50, we have 10 to go. 10 laps remaining.
10 laps to go.
Now, at what point does the 10 maybe let the 46 go? And let the 46 run himself out of fuel, potentially. Oh, yellow flag's out.
Yellow flag.
Never mind. Fuel mileage goes out the window. We don't need to worry about fuel mileage. We're good. We're going to be good to the finish, assuming everybody pits. Now, as I said, I think we can maybe get from the previous pit stop, and this yellow flag will actually help that number. So, could we maybe see some guys try and stay out, since they only have 5 laps on their tires? Especially if some of these guys haven't had a taste of the lead yet today.
And we start with 7 to 8 laps to go. You know, right, Ryan? Well,
What was that, JP? I couldn't hear you. What you said.
I said, well, we start with 7 to 8
We'll have to wait and
laps
see
to
how
go.
many laps it takes them to get grouped back up, but my guess is it'll
In
be going green
theory,
with like 8 to go.
yeah.
Would be my guess. 7 to go would be, in my opinion, the worst case scenario if they have to take 2 laps to get grouped up. 9 times out of 10 at the road course, they shouldn't have to take an extra lap to get grouped up.
Well, let's follow these pit stops as we come down for the final pit stops of the night.
Does everybody pit? No, not everybody. Looks like 2 cars staying out. The 24 of Typhil and the 1. So the 1 of Chandler and the 24 of Typhil stay out, and those 2 will assume the race lead and the second place position. So everybody on pit road right now is pitting for 3rd. And we have a new 3rd place driver. I believe that was NASCAR King? No, that's Rawson. Rawson in the 83 will be 3rd. Looks like maybe he took fuel only. Or possibly 2 tires. We'll have to wait and see where everybody else comes out. Looks like maybe the 10 and 46 were the next 2 off pit road.
Yep.
So this is gonna be interesting, having 3 slower cars behind or starting in front of the front 2. Because this is gonna definitely bottleneck the field a bit. Looks like Rawson was a lap down, maybe? So I'm not sure what's going on with him. It looks like he's going around to get his lap back, but that's going to probably send us to another lap that we have to do under the yellow. Because he was able to beat the leaders off pit road. He's getting the wave around, I guess.
Yep.
And we've got 1 car still on pit road. Yeah, the 25 of Pro. I don't know if he's just decided to throw in the towel because he has definitely not had the kind of race he was looking for, I'm sure. But again, it's one of those tracks where if you're on the lead lap, you could possibly win it depending on what chaos happens.
Let's see, where are we Wednesday with these guys?
Wednesday, I believe, is Iowa. I believe we've got Iowa and Charlotte left in the regular season. So, playoffs are going to be coming down the line, and here we go. It looks like they are going to be going around another time, or are they green? Looks like going around another time.
Yeah.
So we will be 7 to go when we go green. And I think that only ramps up the intensity for everybody, because if you're the race leader right now, you haven't led most of the day, but you're up front and you only have to stay there for 7 laps, and you can get that checkered flag and those bonus points going into the playoffs.
Yeah, but you got the 10 starting directly behind you.
Yeah, but we saw already that the 10 has not been the best at passing cars today. The 10's had quite a bit of trouble when he's gotten back in the pack. And with where he is right now, he's going to be stuck with the inside lane, which at most tracks is the better lane to have. Problem is, in this case, he either has to follow the lead car, or he can go to the inside and risk getting a course cutting penalty in that first turn by getting in the grass, which is not optimal. Versus on the outside lane, you can choose to run a little wider and try and hang it, or you can wait and see if the outside car goes wide and cross over. There's just way more options from the outside lane on this restart.
Yep.
Which, by the way, just for reference, the outside lane is the one that has the 46, because it will be the outside lane for turn 1.
Yeah.
Even though it's technically the inside lane for this turn. And it's also considered the inside lane if you're doing an actual race here. Oh, and the 46 goes off. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we're back to racing. Let's see what's going to happen here. The 24 gets a really good jump, and everybody else piles in. Chandler absolutely got wrecked there. 2 of them around already. And the 24 Typhil maintains the lead over Sharp for now. But again, we may be racing to the yellow flag already. I don't know how many cars got piled up there. It looked like only 2 to me, but if there were 2 more, or if there's another 2-car wreck somewhere, like right there. Oh yeah, that's 3, 4, 5, I think, right there. So that's definitely going to be yellow flag of the line. Oh, and the 5-car into the outside wall in the carousel for good measure. And, oh, the 46 takes the lead going into the second to last corner. But I fell to the inside. And the 10 also into the 46. It's going to be a drag race. 46 has the lead. 24 is going to try and get it. And it will be 46 at the line. 24 was not able to create enough momentum. So the 24 is going to be the second place car in this restart. So I was underestimating the number of yellow flag laps, or the number of yellows. I thought it was going to be I thought we were going to see two non-stage yellows. We're at 3 already. The road course record for this season, albeit we only have had 1 road course race so far this season, was 4 at New Hampshire for the road course there.
Will we be in overtime?
What did you say, JP?
Will we get overtime here, you think?
I don't think we'll get it yet. I think we'll get 1 more restart in regulation, but after that, I think we'll definitely get overtime if we have another wreck like what we just saw there going into turn 1.
Yeah. Although the 46, man,
Well, the 46 might still be able to get the lead on the restart, but you look at everybody else behind them, there's a significant amount of people back there that haven't had an opportunity at the front tonight so far. And they look doubled up. Are they going for the restart now? Normally I'd expect to see them double file. But it looks like They're getting doubled up and ready for the restart, though. Here we go. Here comes a line of them looking like... No pit road, so it looks like they are not even opening pit road. No. But green flag's out and they're racing. Let's see what's going to happen here with Typhil. He's got the inside line. Going into the corner, he runs wide though. The 46 able to undercut and get the lead. Looks clean in the back, so we might actually see them be able to get a green flag run in here. But again, here comes our second big breaking point.
Here's the 18 trying to run down the 46.
Yeah.
And he do it.
No, we currently have, by the way, 5 laps to go. We're going to be coming to 4 to go, is the math. Yeah, right now, these guys, the 10 has gotten caught back in traffic a bit. But yeah, it looks like a clean green flag run through the first lap.
4 laps to go.
Yeah, 4 more times around and the 46 can get that checkered flag, which honestly he has absolutely dominated tonight and probably is the deserving winner of the race. But I would say that it hasn't been easy for him with that 10 car breathing down his neck a lot of the race. Yeah, right now though, everybody's taking care of each other for the most part throughout the field. Nobody appears to have wrecked yet, so I think we might actually have a good shot at this thing going green flag to the finish as we come around to get 3 to go.
3 laps to go.
Here we go, Hyper and the 10 car.
Battle for second.
Yeah, Hyper versus Gator for that second spot here. Oh no, the 10 car clobbers the wall and will be forced to serve a penalty here. It looked like.
Robert. What's that?
Yeah, it looked like the 10 car just had to serve a course cutting penalty as well as clobbered the wall entering the corner for the bus stop.
As we come to take
2 to go, JP. We're taking 2 to go.
Oh, 2 to go. Math was off.
And you know what I said about a certain somebody still having a shot at this race win? Like several laps ago, even though he's had a pretty rough night so far?
Yeah.
Lone Ranger, who's been lapped about 2 or 3 times, is up to 2nd place in that Mountain Dew number 5 machine.
Yes,
Against all odds, he has fought his way all the way up, but he runs wide. The 18 gets back by him. The white flag is out, so no more yellows can come out. So the race will end under regulation at lap 60. And let's see what happens here. Looks like the 10 car is going to try and get back by the 5. Oh, and yeah, he kind of shoves the 5 wide there into the wall. That's going to hurt the 5's momentum and shot at a top 3, I'm guessing. Because that 10 car has been very fast. But to go and shove another car out the way like that, it definitely hurts the chance of them getting a break from them as a lap car later if that ends up happening. I mean, it's kind of like if you call out David Starr when he's racing for the first day on the lead lap, he might not cut you so much of a break next time. But here's going to be the big question mark is, can the 10 car get the second spot away? The race lead is already pretty much essentially given. Coming out of turn 11 here, coming back toward the start-finish line. And the 46 will be your SCRL Hurricane Xfinity Series winner at the Glen.
Oh,
and looks like the 10 car will come third to the 18. So 18 of Hyper, 10 of Gator was your top 3. So I'll start getting them invites to the party.
Alright.
And then I'm assuming you're going to want to start the race winner with the interview?
You can.
You can if you want to.
Okay, I will.
There's Gator. And looking for our race winner. There's Shark. So we got invites sent to the top 3. We're just waiting on everybody to join on in. There's Hyper. And I believe we're just now waiting on, and there's Great White. So, JP, you want to take it away with the interviews?
Yep. 46, you got a copy? Congratulations on the win. How does it feel?
It was awesome. It was really awesome to win. I knew I had a strong car from the start. I just want to say that I'm thankful for my little sponsors and all the stuff that they do. Can't wait to come back for next week's race.
Yeah, you had such a darn car tonight. Did you really think you were going to have a good darn car tonight?
I didn't think I was going to have that good of a car. I honestly did not think I was going to have that good of a car. But then, I was just running my lines right, and I just doing what I would normally do, and the next thing I know, I looked to see how far I was away from people, and it almost said 10 seconds.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, going out there, winning the first 2 stages and the race certainly is going to help pad those playoff points for you as well.
Yes, sir, dude. Look, man, I was back in 7th, and I kept telling myself, I was just like, it is game on. From here on out, it is game on. When I got DQ'd from Indy, that's when I started saying, it's game on. I'm about to come back, and I'm about to be in the playoffs, and I might even go for the championship.
Yep. Well, were you ever on the outside? I thought you were always on the inside of the playoffs.
Well, I mean, I was, but, dude, I wanted to be up here. I know from doing this, I know that I'm going to be up in the top 5, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be up in the top 5 because, I mean, dude, I'm better than finishing 7th or 8th in points.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe you were actually one of those guys that actually locked. You're gonna lock yourself in for sure in the playoffs, with your performance tonight. But there were 4 guys who locked themselves in last week.
Yeah.
So joining that list tonight, I'm sure the playoff points though are probably the more important part there. What does that put you up to now? 19, I think.
I think so.
But yeah, so got some good momentum as well, getting ready for the short track this next week. Being gonna be able to get the win back to back there.
Oh, dude, I'm hoping because Iowa's also my favorite track.
Well, I know it's the hometown track for one of the guys in the booth.
Yep, it's my home track.
So yeah, looking forward to a pretty good race there, and of course, go ahead and head off and go celebrate this win here.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, good.
Yep.
And on that topic, Raging Hyper, I believe you've got a copy since you were just asking us if we can hear you.
Yes.
So
I got a copy.
second place finish there out of a little bit of nowhere. I mean, you'd been up towards the front, but really nobody had been challenging those top two for most of the night. You got it done when it counted, though. Second place.
Yeah, it was all based off that restart there with, I think, with 6 to go. Gator was a little ways back in the field there, and I gave the 24 a push, and he fucked up the corner.
Okay.
So I was able to capitalize and just stay second.
You think there was anything more you could have done to try and get the race win there, or was second about as good as you could do?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that.
So do you think there was anything you possibly could have done to get first there, or was second about as good as it was going to get?
Yeah, the truck was just hard to catch. He was really good tonight. Props to him. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he was hella good.
My guess is practice laps.
Oh yeah,
That's what it was.
He said 8 days of practice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he practices 8 days a week for these road course races. All year long.
Yeah.
8 days a
I
week.
practiced a little bit before.
But yeah,
Hey,
so
good
looking
race,
forward to
though.
Iowa. You think you're going to be able to carry some of this momentum from the second place finish?
Maybe Iowa's not my strongest track, but hopefully.
Okay, and then of course looking forward to
It's
Charlotte. You
not
think
mine,
you'll be able to build some momentum going into the playoffs?
Hopefully.
So do you think you'll be able to carry some of this momentum into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think so. I just have to be there.
Yeah. Well, I think was this your? Have you run races in the series before tonight, or is this tonight like your first races?
I ran Michigan, and then I got booted, I guess.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me? No?
It sounds like you're speaking through a cup, like 100 miles away.
Can you hear me now?
Just about, yeah.
Okay. So, I ran Michigan, and I guess you can tell I got booted, and there was like a whole misconception, and they just never let me back in until I and I was able to run tonight.
Yeah, looking at the points, it looks like they don't have you on here. So my guess is that you aren't likely going to be able to make it, but looking at the points totals actually, and doing the math, I think you should be mathematically able to make up that gap, especially with double points next week at Iowa, and then triple points for the regular season finale at Charlotte. I'd say playoffs should definitely be doable.
Hopefully.
Yep, there's 450 points left on the table.
Yeah, which would make playoffs definitely a doable thing, because currently the last guy in is at 217 points.
And I finished second stage 2 and second in the race, so I should get a decent
second
amount.
in stage 2? I thought the 10 car got second in stage 2. I thought he passed you on like the second to last lap.
Maybe.
I did.
Maybe. Whatever.
Stage two, you finished third behind me. But
Okay, whatever. Second or third.
yeah,
Yeah.
only one spot difference, but Oh well.
But that one spot can make all
Also
the
get
difference.
a decent amount of points there.
Well, good luck on hopefully making the playoffs, and of course, congratulations on a great run tonight in second.
Thank you.
Yep.
And did I hear a right gator up here?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay, so right gator, you had a very solid car tonight. It looked like you were pretty much just about a half step off of the 46 all night long.
Yeah, I kind of was. I was just being patient. If I was being patient, not overrunning my cars. Not overrunning my car, not rolling over the tire or like messing up through the corner or anything. But I'm just glad to finish third. But I could have wished that me and the 18 would have drag raced for a second, but it is what it is. I'd just been one step off of him and just been there when it counted, but not this time.
Yeah, well, again, looks like you're going to be going into the playoffs, so you think you'll be able to build up some more momentum using this good finish and maybe some good finishes at Iowa and Charlotte coming up?
Iowa, I could possibly get about maybe a top 5. Charlotte, I can definitely grab maybe second or first. It depends who shows up and how they do.
Yeah, so it looks like your main person that you could pass in points would be Big B's, and with Fireman not being here tonight, I think it's going to be pretty hard for him to catch you, so I think you're pretty solidly in that second spot in points, unless you pass Big B's, which isn't impossible, but certainly is going to be tough with how good he typically runs on some of the oval tracks.
Yeah.
But, it looks like you're going to be going into the playoffs, though, with a good bit of playoff points, so...
Yeah, it was definitely a good race so far between me and the 46 for a little bit.
Yep. So
Nice
I
run,
have
Gator.
I have to ask you one question, and that is, why are you the 10 car? Is the 10 car your favorite driver? That's one thing I've always wondered about you.
I just always liked, in Cup, I personally like the, for instance, like 1990s or whatever, 1980s or 90s. The number 10 is like.
Yeah, that really cool 10 font.
One of my favorite numbers from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, what was it? Wasn't it like Scott Riggs or someone in the 10 back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well,
yeah, the 10 goes along with the Dell Senior's car, with his number being up the top with my favorite numbers.
Yeah. And of course, doing the Dale Senior tribute, I can't imagine that was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
And if it is, congratulations on the coincidence, because that is definitely a Dale Senior throwback.
Yeah.
Although I tend to remember the hood logo is actually having a bit of blue on the Dale Senior Intimidator car.
Yeah. I tried to find the logo. I tried to find a sponsor that was close enough to it, but luckily, the one I had on was close enough that I was thinking of. But yeah, I felt like whenever I made the paint scheme, I had the power of like one of the fastest cars to finish up front most of the time.
Yeah, and of course, you were up there on the daily leaderboards going into tonight as well, second place to only the 46.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing was just because you and him were both kind of running a lot of practice laps throughout the day.
Oh yeah, we was in 20 laps. We was running 21 lap practice sessions.
Yeah.
Every day.
And
We
you guys are
practiced
still 1-2 on the
before
leaderboards for the
Talladega.
dailies. Just letting you know that.
Yep.
The only other drivers from the
before-
race
before
tonight that made the
Talladega-
list were Hurricane, H-Man,
Guys,
and that's it.
Yeah, before Talladega, a couple days before Talladega, me and Shark started practicing at Watkins Glen, and we're like, okay, we better make sure we finish good here. We better not like have anything bad. We better make sure we not have anything fucking up or anything. We just wanted to make sure we did good and all that. But you know,
Okay, well, looking at the weekly times, looks like maybe you should ask your brother for some advice, because Zach Attack actually has had Shark beat on the weekly times.
yeah,
Heck,
that
I'll
was
stay right there in
one of
second.
but that is Zach. We did a couple of double practice sections with him too. Shark and Zach was on the same setup wise.
Yeah, I mean, the
But
time
Zach
is
just smoothed
so
it.
close, it could have very easily just been any number of things that made a 1/10 of a second difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, you said
But
you're
you know.
looking forward to going into Iowa this week.
Yeah, I'm be looking forward to see my brother and the 69 car, whatever pacing he pulls out with. But it'll, I'll make sure me and Shark practice a lot before Iowa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I think unless JP has another question, I think that's pretty much all the interviews we've got for tonight.
nope,
I'd practice.
I'm good.
Okay, well, I'll go and outro the stream then for me, unless Dusty had something you wanted to mention. So I saw he popped in
No,
here.
I'll talk him after.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you guys for everybody that tuned in for the SCRL Hurricane Xfinity Series from the Glen here tonight. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like on the video, on the stream. Subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys never miss a live stream. Of course, ding the notification bell so you guys know when I go live. Outside of that, though, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video, live stream, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody.